If you want proof that we are living in incredibly dark, evil, sick, and twisted times, just wait until you hear these next 3 stories coming from the mainstream media. We'll be moving. Alberta transgender children's families brace for legal changes. Football decals plaster the walls of his bedroom. A San Francisco 49ers bedspread and a binder full of trading cards make it clear the 7-year-old loves sports. His mother says teachers know him to be kind, and kids in his class gravitate towards him. He wants to be an accountant. He is also transgender and has identified as a boy since he could speak. Because his family lives in Alberta, where Premier Danielle Smith is expected to invoke the notwithstanding clause to ban gender-affirming care for children like him, he'll be forced to go through female puberty. This poor little 7-year-old girl, who probably still believes that Santa Claus is real, also believes that she is a boy. Her parents are willing to move out of Alberta because last year Alberta became the first province to ban doctors from prescribing puberty blockers and hormone therapy to children under the age of 16. They say she'll be forced to go through a female puberty if they stay in Alberta. Because damn God's natural design, right? We just want to do it our way. This is insane child abuse that is sadly considered progressive and brave in today's twisted world. When in reality, everyone knows that a so-called transgender child is much like a so-called vegan dog. Everybody knows who's making the decisions here. Here's how a real parent should handle the situation of a gender-confused little girl.
I'm a boy.
You're not a boy. Don't ever say that again. You're a girl.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me?
Yeah.
Jesus made you a girl, so you are a girl. It's what you're meant to be and what you'll only ever be. You understand me?
Dad, it's a boy.
That's correct.
I am saying. Sorry.
Thank you.
Ah.
Hey, you love the body that Jesus gave you, and the body he gave you is that of a girl.
If you guys thought that case in Alberta was bad, just wait until you see the new parental rights coming out of Quebec, where 3 gay men in a relationship with each other have adopted a 3-year-old little girl.
For the last 7 years, Jonathan Bédard, Eric Leblanc, and Justin Maheu have been waiting to become parents together, something that officially happened yesterday.
She's perfect, of course. She's curious, she's energetic, she loves to play, she loves to jump, she loves to dance.
They adopted their 3-year-old through Quebec's Youth Protection Services, but first had to be approved as foster parents, something that required a lot of work and openness, they say, to their relationship.
We had a lot of things to go through in order to be able to have that accreditation, and it's through that process that they learned that we are a little different because we're 3, but we're not different from any other family.
Some other Canadian provinces, including Ontario and British Columbia, legally recognize more than 2 parents. Quebec does not. Last April, a Quebec Superior Court judge ruled the government has a year to modify the civil code to allow a child to have more than 2 recognized parents, saying the current situation is unconstitutional and violates the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms since it discriminates against different family models. Quebec is appealing the decision. The Justice Ministry declined our request for an interview, saying they won't comment since the matter is in court.
We think that either way it might go all the way to the Supreme Court, but we're saddened from the fact that we're not backed by our own government, which is supposed to be an open government that wants to help every single family.
While the law doesn't recognize all 3 as parents, they say they're sharing the responsibilities equally and doing whatever they can to create a stable home and secure future for their daughter.
We talk about what come up if we split up or if someone dies and stuff like that. We do anticipate those things because we have to, because we're not protected if it doesn't.
And after what it has taken to get here, they're enjoying this moment.
We are lucky to be 3 to give her all that support, but I think we're the lucky ones to have her in our life.
Denise Roberts, CTV News.
This is an abomination. No child should be handed over to 3 gay dads. They obviously can't naturally produce a child for themselves, so Leave it to the state to just give them one. Meanwhile, some foster parents who are staying true to their Christian values are having children taken away from them, all because they refuse to affirm the children's gender identity. Like this couple from Boston, Massachusetts, who have just lost their fostering license because they refuse to go along with the madness.
Lydia and Heath Marvin are ready to bring kids into their home on a moment's notice.
Our Christian faith, it really drives us toward that. Like James says, that true undefiled religion is to care for the fatherless.
The Woburn couple reconfigured their home to care for 8 foster children, including a baby with complex medical needs, for 15 months.
Every night for 15 months, we were up at least three times.
Yeah. That's in addition to their own 3 kids. And they were ready to keep going until Massachusetts Department of Children and Families pulled their license last spring.
Now that it seems like there's no path forward.
We certainly thought we would have young children in our home. For how long, we didn't know, but we were not done having young children in our home.
The heart of the issue, the Marvins refused to sign DCF's LGBTQIA+ non-discrimination policy, which states a foster family must accept a child's assertion of their LGBTQIA+ identity, address children by their names and pronouns, and support gender-neutral practices regarding clothes and physical appearance.
We had asked, is there any sort of accommodation? Can you waive this at all? We will absolutely love and support and care for any child in our home, but we simply can't agree to go against our Christian faith in this area. And we're ultimately told, no, you must sign the form as is, or else you will be delicensed.
These parents know that children are not born in the wrong bodies. This idea has become a social contagion that is targeting their little undeveloped minds, especially through social media. But in reality, most kids grow out of their gender confusion. But in today's world, they're not even given a chance. So what do you think, folks? Can we turn this around and hopefully in a few years from now look back at this insane time as just a phase that we all shockingly witnessed? Or do you think the wheels have been set in motion here and that society has become too brainwashed and too ungodly to recognize this for what it really is? Dark, evil, sick, twisted, and demonic times. But the truth is, all children have been created in the image of God, and they are beautiful just as they are. No scalpels or cosmetics needed. So pray for them, my friends, because if things keep going the way they are, these kids won't stand a chance. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel if you're new here, because I'm just getting started here with exposing just how bad things are getting, and I'm not about to stop anytime soon. And if you appreciate my efforts to bring you this information, please consider making a contribution at pressfortruth.ca/donate. You can check those top links in the description below. So that's all for today. Please click the thumbs up button, as weird as that may be to do for a video like this, but it really does help with the algorithms and getting this information seen to the people who need to see it the most. Thank you once again so much for watching. Please stay tuned, guys. I'm going to have more video reports coming soon, God willing. This is Dan Dicks reporting for Press for Truth. We all want truth. The truth will set you free.